Welcome back to the Hillbilly RV channel. We are at the world famous Beckley Motor Speedway campground. It is right beside the racetrack. This is going to be sort of a follow-up on the Dometic HVAC problems. I'll tell you where we're at. Of course, I'll link to that video if you want to see that video. We've actually been kind of diagnosing this all summer long. It's now fall, and what we done, we were getting electrical interference somewhere with our HVAC control system. It would just, the air conditioner would come on, it would reach set temperature, and it wouldn't come back on. And the gentleman would turn the thermostat off, turn it back on. It'd work great. Might work for a week, 4 or 5 days, 2 days, maybe 15 minutes. But anyhow, it would work. So we started out with eliminating all the AC stuff. I thought maybe an AC wire and a DC wire were together somewhere and it was causing some interference. Well, actually, if you watch that video, the first thing we done was check the converter, make sure there was no AC ripple coming out of our power converter. I actually even switched the converter, left it for 4 or 5 days, didn't make any difference. Then we started just we cut off every 110 volt circuit in the camper that we could and still make it livable for this guy. Okay, no change. It would go for a few days, week. I think I changed the control box again, changed the thermostat 3 times. Nothing worked consistently. It would work for a little while, start messing up, and then so we eventually went to the AC circuits. Like I say, killed everything we could, no difference. So we then went to the DC side, pulled every fuse that we could that wasn't absolutely necessary for this guy to live in this thing. Still no difference, just inconsistent. Work okay for a few days, a couple weeks sometimes. So then we just set a 12 volt car battery in the floor in a couple Walmart bags, just run some wires up to the air conditioner, powered the HVAC control box. We powered the HVAC control box from that battery. It worked flawlessly for over 2 weeks, except for one day. One day we still had an issue. So what I'd done, since it worked much better, with an external 12 volt source for the control box, what I'd done was I got on the Amazon and I found it's actually a landscape light transformer. Okay, all it is a transformer that takes AC power and makes DC power for landscape lights. There's what it looks like. There's a 12 volt wire, there's a 110 volt wire. Just supposed to plug it into an outlet and it makes 12 volt. Heavy duty piece of equipment. So I come here today to put that in. The customer's like, hey man, it's worked flawlessly for like a couple months, probably a month. He said, let's don't mess with it. I said, okay, whatever. But what I did bring you along for, other than give you an update, sort of give you an update, is he's had a vibration in that air conditioner since we put it on there back in May. All right, again, sometimes it's really bad, sometimes it's not so bad. So I've been telling him, I said, let's see if we can get the thing to work consistently, and then we'll work on the vibration. Contacted Dometic, and first thing they said was, this is that new Fresh Jet. Has a plastic pan on the bottom of the air conditioner. First thing they asked is like, well, how tight did you get that? I was like, the same tightness I've got every air conditioner I've installed for the last 30 years. Well, it's over torqued. Like, what? There's a torque? So the new Fresh Jet, the new Dometic Fresh Jet has a torque rating of 22 inch-pounds. I don't have a torque wrench that goes down to inch-pounds, nowhere near that. So I have borrowed a torque wrench today. Thank you, cousin Matt. He's a Snap-on dealer. It is a Snap-on. No, I'm not going to buy it because it's over 300 bucks. And I don't intend to use it ever again. So I don't change air conditioners anymore anyway. So thanks, cousin Matt, for letting me borrow that. I will use it today, and I'll get it back to him safe and sound, still in its blow molded case, and everything will be good. So let's go in and let's torque that air conditioner and see if our vibration goes away. Who knows? But yeah, let's go do that. Alrighty, let's get this plastic down, expose our bolts, and torque.
Oh, we're recording?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Who would have ever thought you'd have to torque a stupid air conditioner to 22 inch-pounds? Not this guy. Tell you what, a lot of days, I'm kind of glad I'm at the end of my career. Because this is just getting stupid. Because the best part about this is that when I contacted Dometic and said, hey, we got a really bad vibration in this thing, and I've looked at the fans, both fans, the squirrel cage fan and the other fan, and physically see nothing wrong. And I told him, I said, I really just think the fan motor's bad. I said, could we get a fan motor and 2 fans? And they're like, can you get us a video of the vibration? I'm like, what? Exactly how do I get a video of a vibration? Vibration is something you feel, not something you see. And they're like, well, yeah, just give us a video. I'm like, I don't think you understand. I'm a mobile service. It ain't like this camper sitting on my lot out back. I got to drive to this thing, go up on the roof, pull the shroud off, and get you a video of a vibration. And they're like, well, we really respect your time. I said, no, you don't. No, you don't. Because like I said, I can't, you're not going to pay me for this. Customer not going to pay me for this. So I get to pay for this. Anyhow, so I got them a video of the vibration. You know what they told me? You ain't going to believe this one. Can you just get us a picture of the air conditioner installed on the roof? I'm like, are you kidding me? Do you not know what your air conditioner looks like? So, yeah, I am lost a lot of faith in Dometic recently. So, once again, I am here to work on this air conditioner, and we're going to torque the bolts today. Alrighty, so I'm just going to loosen these bolts. They were barely even tight. Wow. Yeah, they were barely over finger tight. So apparently I didn't get crazy with this thing when I torqued them before, when I originally installed the air conditioner back in May. So we got the fancy Dan Snap-on torque wrench. Let's turn her on. Let's go up to 22 inch-pounds. 22 inch-pounds. Okay, in case Dometic's watching. Now let's see what this is going to be like. We're going to run the others up with the drill just a little bit. Okay, all right. And just in case Dometic's watching, we're gonna go over here to the opposite corner, torque them in some kind of sequence. But I'm gonna run that one up just a smidge, at least till it touches. Okay. Now let's move over to the diagonal corner from that one. So it's really hard to torque something that's pressing on a foam gasket. So I think you got the idea. I'm going to torque the other two just exactly like I did those two, and then we will see if the vibration gets better. We will just let the customer determine that over the next few days, because sometimes it's hard to feel, and sometimes you can feel it's like it comes and goes. So I don't know. So that's all we're going to do. I know this ain't much of a video, but a lot of people wanted to follow up on the HVAC problem, and so this is it. So thanks for watching. I am going to go work on another one, and y'all have a fantastic day. Bonus footage. This gentleman's had a pop-off valve that's been leaking for a while. I think it's goobered up the orifice here in the water heater because it won't light on gas. Weird thing was, it was leaking so little that it wasn't leaking outside the camper. So he didn't know it. When I dropped that door, he had no idea that that thing was all rusted and all the sediments in the water and stuff. Could be this wiring connection right here too. But we're going to change that pop-off valve. And after that last water heater video where I changed the pop-off valve, several of y'all suggested that I get one of these sockets for those valves. So I went on the Amazon, I found one. We're just gonna see how it works. If it works good, I will put it in my Amazon store. And if you need to buy one of these, you can purchase your own. That end goes on the socket, or on the pop-off valve, and that end's going to take a socket. So let's see how she works. All right, first thing we got to do is get the water out of the water here, some of it. So let's pull the drain plug. We don't have to let it all out. Do this without getting burned. Water's warm.
It is hot.
Yep. Yeah, still got most of the meat left on my finger. You don't need it all, just most of it. Water was warm, I'll give you that one. All right, now that the water's down some, let's see how this socket's gonna work. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, heck yeah. I like the socket. Thank y'all for recommending it. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Because typically you'd have to take all this flue apart, and then you're still working back in a hole, and it's really hard to get to it. So let me go grab a 3/4 inch pop-off valve out of the truck, and we'll get this thing switcherooed. All right, got one out of the truck. Oh, she is a Camco. She's a 10473. Now I do believe that these are different than residential. I think the length of the temperature sensing rod is different between residential and camper. Don't quote me on that. Now it already comes with putty tape already installed. Gotta get that started. Get that started. Easy peasy. Use our socket to put it back on with. Could y'all even see what I was doing before? I just noticed the camera was aimed a little bit low. Tell you what, that's one of the great things about this YouTube community. I had no idea that this tool even existed until y'all saw me struggle to change one of these in another video, and several people was like, hey, I forget what you call that socket now. So why don't you get one of them? So I go on Amazon. Sure enough, they have them. They're pretty cheap, and it's already been worth its weight in gold. So let's turn the water back on. Make sure we don't have no leakies here, and then we'll see if we can figure out why it's not lighting on gas. Did it do anything before I got out here? There we go. Yeah, it's got to be the orifice, because if this connection were bad, it would yeah, it wouldn't have tried to ignite. So getting plenty of gas though. Jeez, it's just being disrupted. Let's get this apart. Had to go to get a universal joint so I could get on that screw. I know we ain't ever gonna get that screw loose or get that thing to slide. So let's see if we can get this burner tube off of here without moving that slide. This is what you'll bend if you don't use a backup wrench on this gas valve if you're taking that gas line loose. You don't want to bend this stuff, because then stuff's not lined up. You really want this stuff to be lined up, you know. Oh, one more on the bottom. I'm actually a little bit surprised we got all them bolts out. Yeah. Yeah, I think that. I think the orifice is dirty. Let's get it out there and we'll take a gander at it. Do not drop this, because you'll never find it. It's even brass. So yeah, I can't see light through that orifice. I think it's gonna be it. We're gonna run a rag up in here too. Make sure no spider webs or anything up in there. That orifice wasn't completely blocked, but it was a little dirty. Let me go get my rag on a wire. This bonus video is going to be longer than the original video. It's going to be really hard to get up in there with that screw still in the way. The rag wants to hang up on the screw. Yeah. Well, there we go. We got her. If we get around that corner now, we got it made. Oh yeah. Alright. Let's just stick this back together with a couple screws and try it. See if she lights now. Or are we gonna have to go further? Hope not. We'll just put a screw back here. We just want it to be lined up is all. Put a screw back there. Yeah, let's just try it like that. Y'all tell me if it lights. She ain't even trying. I can hear it striking, but I don't see it striking. I don't see any spark. Let me unhook that board. Take this screw back out. So I did not look to make sure the electrodes were adjusted okay. I mean, they should be. Ain't nobody been in here. Look a little close to me. Hey. We'll open that up just a smidge. Should be like 3/16 of an inch. It's only like a 1/16 of an inch. To do that, I'm just gonna tweak this bracket a little bit. Make that gap about 3/16 of an inch. See if that makes a difference. And we'll just stick that one screw in there to hold everything in alignment. So that's just the easiest one to get to. Plug this thing back in here. See what she does now. Aha! Should burn better probably if I put the door up. Yeah. Usually when it makes that little noise like that, what it's doing is actually burning in the burner tube. And the burner tube is getting hot. Yeah. So Probably gonna have to take it off air. Maybe I'll blow it out. Maybe I'll run some brake cleaner through it. But we should be able to straighten this up. So y'all get straightened up. Get down in that comment section. Leave me a comment, criticism, concern, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.